I think we're ready to start. Good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, the 20th, our Parks and Rec Committee meeting. It is a little after 7, so we'll get started. So let's do some introductions. My name is Christine Lavoie. I'm co-chair. And to my left,
Start with me.
Sure.
Matt Kasparius, Director of Parks and Recreation.
Kristen Merlino, Program Coordinator.
Brandy Nunez, School Board Liaison.
Rick Grenier, MOA Liaison.
Peter Albert, Town Council.
Tracy McGraw, Member.
Abigail Cody, Student Representative.
thank you. And the first on our agenda is the approval of the minutes from the January 16th meeting. Did everybody have a chance to read through them? Who was there? And do I have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept
Thank you,
the
Tracy.
meeting notes from last month.
Thank you, Tracy. And do I have a second? Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Okay, so we'll start up with old business. Oh, my apologies. All in favor? Approval of the previous month's meeting minutes as written? Aye. And that's
One abstention.
2 abstentions and 4 in favor, 5 in favor. Okay, great. You're welcome. Okay, so we're gonna go on to old business, and I guess we're gonna do an update from the dog park. Do you want me to take that, Matt?
Go for it.
Okay, great. So currently our balance is $1,690.04, so thank you for everybody who's been contributing. And we do have a fundraiser that just completed, so I have a final tally for everybody. So I'm excited to report that we raised $717.55 for the dog park with the calendar fundraiser. That was fantastic, and I want to send out a special thank you to Lorna, who took the time to run that and spear that campaign. That was fantastic, and everybody who put in pictures and bought calendars as well, so that's wonderful. We're hopefully going to do that next year, I think is the plan. To give you a rough idea, we had 84 calendars sold, so that was really a great number. Okay, any questions on that?
I was going to comment on thanking Pet's Choice. I know
Yes, especially, thank you, Matt.
Point-
Hold that
Okay.
thought.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
All right.
So, special shout out to Teresa and the crew at Pet's Choice. Not only did they let us use their facility to sell the calendars, they've also helped initiate any kind of transactions we needed to do there. It's been fantastic, so I just want to make sure I shout that out, and you guys are aware how much they do for us. So, thank you.
Is the calendar posted on any website or
Yes, so we posted, when it was printed, we posted a copy of each page onto the Facebook page, so everybody could view that. So everybody who submitted a legible, printable picture with their $5 donation was in the calendar. And then we had winners chosen from one of the schools by the teachers, I believe, or the teacher's assistants, I can't remember which. Anyways, and they had a bigger picture on the calendar, so it's all posted on Facebook. And I don't think we put it on the website, right?
no, I don't think so.
Just on Facebook.
Yeah.
So that's Friends of the Merrimack Dog Park. Okay, and that's it for me.
And
And
I'll
comment,
just
Matt.
add to real that $1,690 does not include this $717. That was our balance as of the end of January, so we're at $2407.59 now in that fund.
Thank you, Matt. That was submitted as of this week, I
this
think.
week, yeah.
Great. Okay. Then on to more old business of Parks and Recreation Committee survey that has just gone out.
All right, so,
That's
I printed out basically the summary page of the surveys that we've collected to date. figuring it'd be easier to look at it in front of you than trying to project it onto the screen and whatnot. To date, we've had 116 responses, 5 of which have been paper copies that people filled out, but the rest were done electronically. Some interesting results that I've seen, just glancing at it this afternoon. I see, when people talk about things they'd like to see the town offer, there's a bunch of things they listed that either we're doing or somebody else is doing. Like there was a bunch of people mentioning, oh, we'd like to see more adult education classes. Well, the school district runs adult ed, and then there was something about senior programming. Again, same thing. Senior Citizens Club are doing a bunch of things and a bunch of trips. So it's somewhere there's some disconnect there that we have to collectively figure that out.
Perhaps we should take a point back on that and wonder if the programs, they're aware of those programs being offered, maybe they're not the programs that that particular person was thinking they're looking
Maybe.
for, and maybe we could have a little
Yeah.
post-survey.
Yeah. Well, so some of the other things that I found interesting was 51.8% said they want to be notified of these programs and events by email, 35.7% through social media. So that counts for 87.5% of all the respondents want basically electronic notifications. It was 9% basically wanted paper copies. But again, there's some disconnect there. So we have to kind of look at that and see if there's some better way, some different electronic media. I'm not sure yet. There were several comments in there about improving field conditions, which we frankly expected. Obviously, that comes as a result of we don't have enough fields, and so the fields don't get a chance to rest, so they get beat up.
Exactly.
The results in general certainly give Kirsten and I a lot of results or a lot of direction on programming ideas.
Excellent.
And how useful to the committee, I'm not sure yet. But I printed this out and kind of the things they'd like to see. I listed all the examples that they gave. My thought is you guys kind of take it, look at it over the next month. When we come back and meet in March, then we can kind of readdress it and see if we have a direction to take this with in terms of committee-wide.
Are we still thinking?
And we are still collecting results at this point.
Also, is it closed?
No, it's not closed at this point. This is where we were as of this afternoon.
Is there a plan to close it?
I figured we'd keep it another month anyway. And again, see between now and then what we get for responses and then decide if we want to keep going from there. If we've gotten 2 responses between now and next month, probably doesn't make sense to keep it going. But if we get 50 more, then maybe it does,
Matt, if we're gonna go another month, that'll get us almost through March.
Mhm.
Do you guys wanna do a table at the town council deliberative session? And then I don't know if the school
Oh,
deliberative.
microphone.
I got it on, it's on. Okay, you wanna, all right,
Your
do you
turn.
wanna, set up a table at the deliberative sessions?
That's probably not a bad idea. I'll be there anyway, obviously, so that's something we could look at doing.
Do you want to remind everybody where they can go to take this survey, in case they're watching and they want to?
So there is multiple locations. One obviously is right on the header of our website, the merrimackparksandrec.org. We also have hard copies here at Town Hall, at the John O'Leary Adult Community Center, and did we get one in the library? I can't remember. No, we did not get one in the library because we didn't have a place to put it. So Town Hall and O'Leary Center.
And it's on Facebook too,
And it's
isn't
on
it?
Facebook too, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it on only the Parks and Rec Facebook site, or have you posted it on the Merrimack Forum?
It has, yes,
It made it to the forum?
yes.
Okay.
It's on our first Facebook page, the Merrimack Forum, the Positive Facebook, Merrimack Moms, and
Merrimack Happenings.
Merrimack Happenings.
It's also made it to Merrimack Outdoors as well. So it's making its round. People are sharing it, and that's what we hope would happen.
One suggestion might be that we remind people and say that we really appreciate the responses thus far, and that it would be great if we could collect more. So maybe another post only for those that haven't seen it.
We've put it out 4 times. Basically every week we keep just sending it out there, being like, reminder, take it.
That's crazy. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
I'm not all of those, but I haven't seen it, so if I haven't, I
Yeah.
assume it's good to know either, yeah.
Very good.
So, yeah, like I said, tonight, was just kind of, here's kind of a snapshot of where we are right now, and give you guys a chance to kind of take it home and digest it a little bit, and then we'll readdress it next month and see what new responses we've gotten. Obviously, Kirsten and I will keep plugging away at getting it out there, and we'll go from there.
Fantastic. Thank you. And now we're on to the director's report. Back to you, Matt.
All right, sounds good. Nice quick meeting tonight. So, starting with the budget, budgets were finalized with the town council was that last week, Peter?
Yes.
Yeah. So at this point, everything that we've presented to them has been approved. The deliberative session is coming up next, which is March 13th, which we will now have a table at. And then obviously it goes onto the ballot, the overall budget for the town goes onto the ballot for April 9th. But presuming that all goes well, obviously part of our budget this year is the Wasserman Park beach improvements, which interestingly were in the survey. So people are paying attention, but obviously haven't noticed that we've put this forward. Assuming we get approval at the ballot in April, we start to work on the paperwork with the state and put it out to bid. Probably can't do any work in the summer just because I'd have to shut down the waterfront for the public and for the town. And so we probably end of August, early September would be the ideal kind of start frame, but we'll have to see. We'll know more once we get closer on that. 2 weeks ago, we had our second annual murder mystery dinner on the 8th. We had 83 participants. It's down a little bit from last year. We had 100 the first year, but overall successful night. We've done it 2 years in a row, so we think we're going to take a break for it next year and do something different.
Okay.
Hypnotist comedy show. I'm not sure yet what. We've started talking about ideas, but we're still talking. Last weekend we held Cupid's Family Ball, which was a family types dance. Mothers, sons, fathers, daughters, grandparents, grandkids, whatever. We were really nervous about it. For 3 weeks out, we had 8 people registered, and we're like on the verge of canceling. And then all of a sudden, they came in the last week, and we ended up with 46 people. So
Wow.
not bad for
Wonderful.
a new event, and everybody was waiting for the last minute to register. So that was last Saturday. Coming up this Saturday is the 27th annual Winter Carnival, and it looks like we have snow for the first time in 5 years.
Yay!
If it doesn't all melt tomorrow afternoon.
Right.
Right now, we have 29 different groups participating in the event, offering a variety of free games, crafts. We've got antique snow cars, we've got hay rides, we've got s'mores, we've got an ice fishing derby on the lake. We've got a little bit of everything. Snowshoeing, sledding, again, as long as the snow doesn't melt. Ice sculpture demonstration. Like I said, a little bit of everything. Right now I know Laura and Christine, and I think Tracy, you said you were available too to help Saturday.
Yes.
If anybody else is able to join us, we'd love to have you, staff the table for a little bit. And just obviously greeting people and talking to public. We'll have the surveys there. And, it's usually a good event. Looks like good weather for Saturday. Low 40s, I think, last
Not
time I
too
looked.
cold this
So,
year.
not too cold, not too hot. So should be well attended, we think.
And times again?
The event is 12 to 3, but if you're able to volunteer and can get there at like 11:30, that would be helpful.
Okay.
Once we finish this event, next weekend we'll be at the Parenting New Hampshire Camp Fair in Nashua, which is a fair that we do every year to help promote summer camp, obviously. It's over at the Courtyard by Marriott at 10 o'clock on Saturday, March 1st. Coming up beyond that, we have the Easter egg hunt on April 13th. which will also be the 27th annual. At this point, we have 10,000 Easter eggs already purchased.
Wow.
We have,
That's
and
awesome.
there'll be more coming to that. We're still finalizing details on that, but there'll be more coming next month. And then lastly, we did just schedule, almost lastly, last year we did a community cleanup day for Earth Day. And since it was such a good success, last year we had 301 volunteers come out. So we're bringing it back again, which is going to be Saturday, April 20th. And so we've posted that out there now, the link to register individuals or groups, and then they can kind of pick where they want to clean up. And we usually get a kind of a mix of parks, conservation areas, adopted road locations, the schools, kind of all over town. I think we had 18 different locations last year covered, and it was something like 400 bags of trash and a whole host of
amazing.
other things. So,
Yeah.
so it's a nice, way for people to come give a little bit of time and make a big impact. So we'll be continuing to promote that as we get closer to spring. Moving on to camp, registration right now is going in amazingly well. As of this afternoon, we had a total of 318 registrations. Natticook Day Camp is 33% full at this point, and our Trek Teen program is 55% full at this point.
Wow.
In comparison, a year ago to this meeting in February of last year, we had 231 registrations, so we're 28% ahead of last year at this point. So that's looking really good. Hiring is ongoing for summer. We are looking for a little bit of everything still. We have a fair number of staff returning, but I still need a waterfront director. I need a special needs aide. I've got a couple of counselor positions left, swim instructors, park maintenance, arts and crafts, nature, archery, a little bit of everything. So anybody interested, come see me or go to our website. Or you can certainly pick up applications here at Town Hall.
Sure.
And that's all I got.
That's awesome. Can't believe they're 55 and 33% full already. That's amazing. Thank you, Matt. Okay, so now we're on to organizational reports, and we have no Maureen, so we're gonna not do that one. And MYA?
Thank you. Okay, so we still have a couple openings on the executive board, including secretary and member at large. We currently have registration open for spring soccer, softball, lacrosse, and baseball. And as usual, if you need additional details, you can find them at merrimacyouth.org.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, our student liaison, Abby.
Hi, so we have February vacation next week, which is ideal. So only a couple more days left of school. We also have Mr. MHS, which is probably going on right now. So kids are going to that and they're seeing that. They're very excited.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
I haven't been to it, so I've seen parts of it. I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's basically you can sign up for it. It's usually a group of senior boys who will put on a show for people, and they decide who's the best, and they are crowned Mr. MHS. And I've heard it's a great time, and I probably would have been there.
Sounds like fun. There you go. Good, thank you. And Peter, you're up.
We've just been town council's been focused on the budget, and the budget's gone through. Pretty much, it's the same budget as last year for Parks and Rec. The big ticket item I'm happy got through is all the waterfront improvements. So that's a significant amount of money, $90,000. So that's really about it right now.
Wonderful. When we all know that's needed.
Yeah.
Great. And school board?
So we just finalized our budget process as well. So
Awesome.
That's been quite a fantastic process, but complete. Our big item right now is really focusing on the turf field as it relates to Park and Rec. That's
Okay.
probably the most important one to discuss. We are, the board passed putting it on the ballot, so that will go to vote. in April, and we are looking, the total cost is 1.2 million. And we are looking to have sponsorship
Oh,
to
great.
offset some of the tax burden for our taxpayers.
Wonderful.
So I'm heading that charge up, which is fantastic.
great,
And
yeah.
I just received 2 verbal commitments today that they just need a few more pieces of information before they can decide on how much. But it
Wow.
looks like we are definitely going to be able to start securing some funds towards lowering that 1.2 million for the taxpayer. So
That's fantastic.
yes,
Tell us again your name. I'm sorry. It might be, I'm
Brandy Nunez.
Brandy. Thank you.
Yep.
And do you have that, Kirsten? For you? So- Okay. Thank you. And we do not have any public today for comments and any committee comments.
Just one.
Yes,
Just one that I happened to hear of that occurred at the high school, which I heard was a great event, which was the 2 drummers that recently came. I forgot what they're called.
Chaos and kindness.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's, from what I heard, sounded like an awesome program.
Yeah, it was really cool. They actually came. I'm in band, so they came and they talked to us, and they're
Wow.
like, percussionists are cool. And then they actually had a school-wide scavenger hunt. They had these slips that they had hidden around the school, and the people that found them, they got to meet the band and they turned them in, and then they put on a show, and it was really cool. It was really awesome to see.
Cool, thank
Oh,
you.
wonderful. Great. Okay, so we have a future meeting dates of March 20th and April 17th. Anybody else have any comments or suggestions or votes to adjourn?
Too fast.
I know.
I know.
I didn't talk so long.
That was a quick meeting.
Matt, I just have a quick question on the survey,
Yes.
or well, the results of the survey. What is on the, it doesn't have page numbers, when it looks at what I'd like to see the following types of programs?
Yep.
Is, the biggest. Sorry. So, looking at the survey, I was wondering what the largest, there's like the largest portion right underneath sports. It's blank, at least on my sheet of paper.
Which page?
So it's like, it's all the way in the back. It's the second to last page, or third to last page. It shows the, I would
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. That is, hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
okay.
Good catch.
Just interested.
Yeah, I can't remember. Hold on. No,
Oh, right. Look
I
at
thought
that.
it- no. Here it is. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the survey right now, so.
Yeah, you're good.
You have an other category by any chance? Or trying to think of what it might be.
Yeah, I can't remember now. Hold on. Let's see.
I don't have the master with me from the original one.
Fitness, arts and crafts, music, sports. It looks like environmental education and outdoor living skills.
Okay,
That's what it
thanks.
looks like on the survey. I mean,
Okay.
I'm looking at the original survey. I can't get can't get to the results
Right.
page from my phone. Can you?
Matt, if, just while we're looking over it, if, I'll write that down, if it's something other than that, you just let us know.
Yeah.
Obviously, trying to interpret the results, that
Yeah,
being the biggest portion of it, just good to know.
Yep.
Right. Exactly. Good catch. It's weird it didn't print out.
Yeah. Been. Wait a minute, hold on. Doesn't give me percentages.
I know, doing it on the phone, that you don't
Yeah.
always get everything to come up.
Yeah. that's- That's what it looks like to me, but I will check it and send it out if it's something different,
Okay, great.
because I
That's all
don't know.
we can do. Fantastic. Okay. Any other questions, suggestions? I'll give you a pause and then votes to adjourn.
Seeing how I came in late, I might as well be the one to vote to adjourn.
Second.
There we go. Thank you very much. Great meeting. And I always forget. Everybody vote to adjourn? Sorry about that.
Did a great job.
Thank you.
Wow.